Hello students, I wish you all a good health. I have a new poem for you today. This is Keeping Quiet from your CBSE book Flamingo for class 12. This poem is written by Pablo Neruda. So let's read about the poet first. Pablo Neruda, 1904 to 1973, is the pen name of Neftali Ricardo Reyes Baselto, who was born in the town of Paril in Chile. Neruda's poems are full of easily understood images which make them no less beautiful. He won the Nobel Prize for Literature in the year 1971. In this poem, Neruda talks about the necessity of quiet introspection and creating a feeling of mutual understanding among human beings. So, Pablo Neruda, born in 1904 on 12th July, was an Chilean poet and a politician, a diplomat. He is best known for his rich and extensive poetry and is often regarded as one of the greatest poets. He was the most celebrated poet of the 20th century. At the age of 16, he began to write under the pen name of Pablo Neruda, and his legal name was Ricardo Eliezer Neftali Reyes Baselto. Now we come to the theme of the poem. In this poem, Keeping Quiet, Pablo Neruda urges to keep silence for some time and to stop the activities being done on the earth. The silence, he thinks that the silence will bind us together and it will also create a sense of mutual understanding among the people. He also feels that some soul searching or self analysis. Introspection means self analysis is needed for all of us to be at peace with ourselves and others too. So, this was the theme of the poem. Now we will recite the poem. Yes, but before the recitation of the poem, we see here the poet says, what does the title of the poem suggest to you? And the title of the poem is Keeping Quiet. Keeping Quiet title suggests us to keep quiet for some time. What do you think the poem is about? And we think that the poem is all about calmness and to keep quiet for some time and to stop the activities on the earth. So now we start the poem. Now we will count to 12 and we will all keep still. For once on the face of earth, let's not speak in any language. Let's stop for 1 second and not move our arms so much. It would be an exotic moment, without rush, without engines. We would all be together in a sudden strangeness. Fishermen in the cold sea would not harm whales, and the man gathering salt would look at his hurt hands. Those who prepare green wars, wars with gas, wars with fire, victory with no survivors, would put on clean clothes and walk about with their brothers in the shade, doing nothing. What I want should not be confused with total inactivity. Life is what it is about. I want no truck with death. If we were not so single minded about keeping our lives moving and for once could do nothing, perhaps a huge silence might interrupt this sadness of never understanding ourselves and of threatening ourselves with death. Perhaps the earth can teach us, as when everything seems dead and later proves to be alive. Now I'll count up to 12 and you keep quiet and I'll go. So this was the recitation of the poem. Now I'm going to explain the poem here. He says that now we will count to 12 and we will all keep still. The poet urges here that he is going to count 12 and he also asks the people to count 12. and we will all keep still. And after completing the counting 1 to 12, we will all keep still. We will all become quiet, calm, and still. So he says that counting up to 12. So he wants to say that when we are annoyed, when we are frustrated, we always, this is the therapy. Like if we count uh, some 1 to 12 or 1 to 15, maybe here the poet has mentioned about 12. So we can we can become calm and still after doing some counting here. And here he wants to say to all of us to count up to 12, and then we will all keep still. For once on the face of the earth, let's not speak in any language. Let's stop for 1 second and not move our arms so much. In these lines, Pablo Neruda says that for once, let's be quiet for once on the face of the earth. On the face of the earth means on this earth, where the whole universe is watching us, what the human beings are doing. So for once, we should keep quiet there. Let's not speak in any language, as he thinks that language is the barrier. Language creates barriers. So let's be quiet for some time, for 1 second, and not move our arms so much. So we should not do any physical movements, and arms, the other meaning he wants to say, the weapons. The people on the earth, the destructive minds on the earth, everybody should stop using weapons. So he urges us not to do any physical movements and not to do any actions for any destruction. So in the next stanza, he says that it would be an exotic moment without rush, without engines. We would all be together in a sudden strangeness. Pablo Neruda hopes here that the people can do this. If they keep quiet, then what we can experience here, we can experience that moment full of excitement, full of energy, full of peace and calmness, where there will be no rush of the people on the earth and the traffic on the earth, and the other rush means any hurry. Nobody will in a hurry. Without engines, there will be no sound, no noise of engines on the earth. We would all be together. And then we, all the human beings, would all be together. In a sudden strangeness, we will feel a sudden strangeness at that time. What we have feel never before. So if all of us will keep quiet for some time, then only we will be able to experience that sudden strangeness in the atmosphere, in the world, and on this earth. I hope you understand this. So in the next stanza, Pablo Neruda says that fishermen in the cold sea. Now he talks about the people who are working all time. He is talking about the fishermen who are catching fish in the sea, and they are all the time working, and they should decide not to catching fish from the sea for some time. They would not harm whales, and the whales would get their freedom for some time. They would live life, they would get the joys of life in the water, and the man gathering salt would look at his hurt hands. And the people who are gathering salt at the beaches of the sea, there they would be able to see their hurt hands, they would get some time for themselves, they would be able to analyze themselves, they if they stop gathering salt. So the poet wants the people to stop whatever they are working and to introspect and to give others also some time to think about themselves. Now, in this stanza, we see that he says that those who prepare green wars, Wars with gas, wars with fire. Victory with no survivors would put on clean clothes and walk about with their brothers in the shade doing nothing. The people who prepare green wars. Green wars, the poet means to say that the people who are cutting the trees, who are cutting the forests, this is the green wars, because that is not the that is not in the benefit, that is not for the benefit of the humanity. Wars with gas. Other war he talks about, the wars with gas, wars with fire. The people who are doing wars with gas and fire, chemicals, explosions, bomb explosions. So all those wars which are making all humanity, which are disturbing the human beings, the whole earth, the whole world. He urges to stop them for some time, because if they get the victory after the wars, there will be no survivors with them. And after that, what they will do? They would put on clean clothes and walk about with their brothers. And after getting the victory, they will keep on clean clothes and they will walk about with their brothers in the shade doing nothing. They will not have anything to do after war, because they would not have their survivors, because they would not have any people to enjoy the victory. And if those people, these people who are doing the green wars, who are doing the wars with bombs, if they keep quiet for some time, so the people who are responsible for the destruction, Pablo Neruda urges here, he tells us here that these people will also come forward with the people, with their brothers, to give the message of brotherhood, and they will do nothing which will harm humanity, which will harm the human beings. What I want should not be confused. The poet also says that don't be confused what I want with total inactivity. When he talks about total inactivity, he doesn't want death. Life is what is about. Life is what it is about. He says that you are not what life makes you. Life is that what you make it. So life is what it is about. So he doesn't want anybody to favor total inactivity, and the poet also uh, not favors total inactivity. He doesn't want to truck death. He says, I want no truck with death. He doesn't want any association with death. He only wants the people to keep silence for some time, doing nothing, and give some time to the universe, to the nature. If we were not so single minded about keeping our lives moving, and for once could do nothing, perhaps a huge silence might interrupt this sadness of never understanding ourselves and of threatening ourselves with death. Here in these lines, he says that if we are not so single minded, if we are not focusing on ourselves, if we are not focusing on the things what we want to do for ourselves, about keeping our lives moving, so that we want our lives uh, to move on, because we are focusing on the things which are beneficial for ourselves, which are necessary for ourselves, we are working for that. So if we stop doing that, and for once could do nothing, and for that moment, if we do nothing, then what will happen? The poet hopes that maybe that huge silence might interrupt this sadness, the sadness on the earth, which the people have spread by their wrong deeds, by the destruction they have done, may be interrupted by that silence of never understanding ourselves, because we have never given time to ourselves to understand ourselves. We have never talked to ourselves. So maybe that huge silence interrupt that sadness, and we may be able to introspect ourselves, end of threatening ourselves with death. And all the time when we are doing actions, we are threatening ourselves with death. So that will stop for some time. Here in these lines, the poet is very hopeful. If the world keeps quiet for some time, then everyone and everybody on this earth will be able to introspect and analyze themselves. And they would be able to think that what they are doing right or what they are doing wrong. And along with that, they will also give some gap, they will also give some time. The universe, the time is going on, the life is going on, it never stops. But we have to stop for some time to understand ourselves, to analyze ourselves. It is very necessary. In the next stanza, Pablo Neruda says that perhaps the earth can teach us, as when everything seems dead and later proves to be alive. So this is a very beautiful line written by the poet here, where he says that perhaps the earth can teach us. He hopes that the nature can teach us, the earth can teach us some things. Like you can see that the nature walks all the time. The earth is also working all the time. It doesn't speak, but it works. And the nature always changing. Sometimes we can see that spring season, the nature is on its full charm. But on the other side, autumn also comes when there is no leaf on the plants. So again spring comes and again nature is alive. Again the whole universe is green, fresh, full of joy and prosperity. So when autumn comes, the nature is quiet. But the spring comes and nature is alive again. In the same way, Pablo Neruda hopes that if the people, the human beings, keep quiet for some time, then after that quietness, after that calmness, after that peace, the time will come when the exotic things will happen again and the human beings will be able to enjoy their lives again. There will be no destruction. There will be no hurting of the people, no fightings, no arguments. So, very nice line written by the poet. And last, he says, now I'll count up to 12 and you keep quiet and I'll go. He says, so people, I'll count up to 12. I have made everything possible what I could do to make you understand. And now I am going to count up to 12. And please, you keep quiet, keep silence, be calm and peaceful. And here I go. And here he says that now it's time to go. And in this line, very beautiful line, Pablo Neruda hopes that people will keep quiet, will keep calm, and they will become peaceful. They will get peaceful if they stop doing any destruction, doing any harm to the nature and humanity. So, this is a very beautiful poem written by Pablo Neruda. So, children, now we will come to know that what literary terms, literary devices have been used here in this poem. It is very necessary for us that what the figures of speech the poet has used here. So here when we see in the first stanza, for once on the face of the earth, when he talks about the face of the earth, then he is using here the literary device personification. And then he says, let's not speak in any language. Let's not stop for 1 second. When he used the same word in two consecutive lines starting with the word let's, so here he uses anaphora. Anaphora literary device has been used here. Then he say that we can see that he says, yes, we can see here. Yes, in the very first line, we can see that now we will count up to 12. Then, and we will all keep still. In these two lines, he has repeated the V sound here, the consonant W here. So this literary device is alliteration. Then we come to stanza 2 here, where he says that we would. In the third line, we can see we would all be together. So we would, again, alliteration is there. Sudden strangeness, here is again alliteration. And hurt hands, we can see in the last line, in this third stanza, last line, hurt hands is also alliteration. Then we come to this stanza, those who prepare green wars with gas. So he has again used alliteration here when he uses wars again and again. It is also repetition here, like in this stanza, wars, and then he also says in the 1, 2, 3, 4, fourth line, you can see clean clothes. Clean clothes is also alliteration here. And next we see here that when he says victory with no survivors would put on clean clothes and walk about with their brothers. So here use of wall we can see he has used, and word like war again and again he has used, that is repetition here. Then we come to the next stanza. Then when he says that here we can see yes, in this stanza, what I want should not be confused with total inactivity. Life is what it is about. I want no truck with death. If we were not so single-minded. So he says that so single-minded, so single. So here again alliteration we can see. And when he says in these lines here we can see, perhaps the earth can teach us. You can see personification is here, how the earth can teach us. Personification, you all know that when we consider some non-living thing as a human being, so here Pablo Neruda considers the earth to be a human being who can teach us. So personification has been used here. So these were the literary devices what we have come to know used in this poem. Now I would like to explain the summary of the poem here. I think all of you understand the explanation done by me. Now we come to the summary of the poem, Keeping Quiet. Keeping Quiet is a beautiful poem written by Pablo Neruda. The poet urges all human beings to count numbers from 1 to 12, and he also requests all not to speak in any language, neither by speaking nor by actions, as he thinks that language creates barriers. I have also told you earlier about it. And the poet feels that we will live that most exciting and exotic moment, especially he has mentioned in the poem, when everyone will be still, calm, and quiet. This will be the time when the fishermen would not harm the whales, and the whales will be out of every fear, and they would enjoy their life during that short period. The salt gatherers will get the time for themselves when they will look at their hurt hands. Poet also says that some destructive minds would adopt a new attitude and a new approach towards life. Those who are preparing for wars and celebrating their victory by killing innocent people will also show the gesture of unity. They will be able to ponder upon their acts and the consequences of their destructive deeds. The poet wants the people not to sit idle. He doesn't want to see people associating with death. He suggests to maintain peace and harmony. Originally written in Spanish, this poem, the essence of this poem is introspection and retrospection. Introspection means to analyze oneself, to see, to think what right or wrong we are doing. And retrospection, when we go back in the past and we analyze the past deeds, what we have done wrong or right. So Pablo Neruda wants to make people meet themselves for some time. So here we complete this poem. This is really a beautiful poem written by Pablo Neruda. I hope you like the explanation done in this video. Dear students and all my dear viewers, don't forget to share and subscribe my channel. You can ask the doubts in the comment section. I'll be waiting for your comments, and very soon you will get other assignments. And I will be here again with a new video having next poem. Till then, stay safe, stay healthy, and take care. Thank you.